Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a speed review of everything that I tried in March. If you haven't seen that video, I will make sure to link it in a card for you. Today we are going to be doing a speed review. I've been using them since I made that video, and I'm going to give you my overall thoughts on everything because those videos are first impressions, which isn't always the best for giving a good review on products. So today is going to be that. But before we jump into today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. You guys know I've been sponsored with them for a while now, and they are doing their Mother's Day sale, which is super exciting to me this year because it's my first Mother's Day as a mom. And so for me, that's very exciting. You guys know I'm wearing a ton of the jewelry right now. I always have something on from them in every single video. And it's just really high quality jewelry that has really stood up to the test of time for me. I haven't had any issues with anything tarnishing. I've worn it for long periods. I get compliments on my jewelry a lot when I go out, and just overall it just makes me feel good. Like I said, as a mom for the first time this year, the jewelry really does help me feel a lot more put together. I have a mom uniform. I think a lot of us do who are moms, especially new moms. We have like a uniform that we wear, and just putting on some really nice pieces of jewelry really helps me feel more together. I'm in my 30s and I always struggle with what to get my mom. I don't live near my mom either, but jewelry is basically always a good option. There are tons of different styles available. One of my favorites that I think is just a really cute gift to give your mom is this heart pendant, which I'm wearing right now. And luckily, a lot of you guys have brought this up in the past in my videos that they don't carry as much silver jewelry. This heart comes in gold and in silver. I have both versions, which you guys will be seeing right now. And I love that there are two options for this one. I think it is such a good gift for your mom. And right now they are doing their BOGO 40% off sale. So you could always get one for you and one for your mom. And it's like a nice friendship necklace, or I guess in some ways, mom and child necklace. That way you guys can have ones that match. So the BOGO 40% off sale is perfect for that. It is going from now, it began a little bit ago, until Mother's Day. So definitely make sure to head over to Ana Luisa's website. I will have their website linked down below. I will also have any direct links to any of the jewelry that I'm wearing. I'm wearing one of their little gold rings. I'm wearing a bracelet from them. I'm wearing two of their necklaces, the heart necklace and this like flat shorter necklace, which I have been wearing so much lately. And I also have some earrings in. I, of course, have stretched earlobes, so it's a little different than maybe other people, but I do love their little cuff earrings. I got a lot of compliments on an ear cuff I was wearing in a past video this month. It was actually from them as well. So I will have all pertinent links down in the description. Definitely make sure to click on any of those, all of them, peruse at your leisure. Again, 40% off BOGO sale for Mother's Day. Definitely go check out their link below. Let's get into this video. So like I said, if you didn't see last month's trying new makeup video, I will link it in a card for you. There is also a playlist this year for all of those videos. They're all pretty current. I mean, makeup is constantly coming out, so everything's still pretty current if you want to go back and watch past videos of things that I've tried. But we are just going to be talking about what I tried in March. So one of the first items I tried was the Purito Cica Clearing, like CC cream, BB cream, can't read. I adore this. I really enjoyed it in that video. It looked so pretty. It's very glowy, very glassy, a bit wet looking in some ways. So if you're like me and you have I have incredibly dry skin right now. I don't know what is going on with summer approaching, but like, I don't know, my skin is unhappy. This is beautiful. It sits on the skin beautiful. There's actually a pretty good range of shades. Not the best. It's honestly not the best shade range, but for a like Korean based BB cream, this is pretty decent. It's also affordable, and again, all pertinent links will be down below. I will have all of the products linked as well. But yeah, this is just phenomenal. I've been wearing it so incredibly much. There's been a lot of days lately where I do want to be put together. So I'll throw the BB cream on, do my eyebrows, throw on mascara, concealer, powder, and then like I go, you know, good to go. This really helps me feel more put together. It just evens you out. It wears really nicely. It does have a tendency to break down by the end of the day, especially with where I live. I live in a very humid, like tropical climate, so it does have a tendency to wear away a little bit, but I don't find that it's not flattering by the end of the day. I did find that for me, my problem area is like around my nose. It gets relatively shiny. I would just powder there a couple times throughout the day, and it would hold up. So I really enjoy this. This is probably one of my new favorites. I can see this being gone by the end of the year if I continue to wear it the way I've been wearing it. The next product that I tried in that video was my Kaja Don't Settle Concealer. I am actually wearing it on my under eyes right now. I think I've been wearing it all week, so any videos that you've seen in the last like week or two, I've had this on I really like this as a concealer. It does have a tendency to settle into fine lines if you don't set it, but I find that once I set it, it's really not that bad. And I really honestly haven't ever found a concealer that doesn't settle at least a little bit into fine lines, because like I just don't see how that's possible. Like something is consistently moving and creasing, product will probably find its way in there. Anyways, I don't really understand how it's possible not to have creasing. And if you don't have creasing, then it probably looks really dry and crepey. So I'd rather have, you know, it look pretty and have a little bit of creasing, if that makes sense. This does crease a little bit, but I do find that it does a relatively good job at covering my dark circles, which exist pretty heavily. I don't really have dark circles, let me clarify. I don't really have dark circles. I have sunken eye. Like I get really sunken under my eye right here and it gets very blue, like very blue. This does a really good job of covering up the blueness, thank the Lord, because it's really pronounced, especially with how pale my skin can be sometimes. This does a really good job of covering the blue, kind of making my under eyes look a little bit more alive, and it does a relatively good job at like brightening too. I mean, I did get the lightest shade in this, but I've been really enjoying this. It also feels very cooling when it goes on the under eye, and it has a nice like almost gel-like consistency. It's really nice. I've been reaching for this one over all of my other concealers lately, and I've just been very pleased with how this performs. Another thing that I used in that video was this e.l.f. sponge. It is dirty because I have been using the absolute heck out of this. This is such a nice sponge from the drugstore. Again, in that video I said I got duped by marketing because it was like in an ice cream cone shape and it's like supposed to be like a little ice cream scoop. Like they had it like that. I'm again sorry it's dirty. I literally used it for today's face. But it's so good. It's like so squishy. It works well dry and wet, which I find I really enjoy in a sponge because sometimes I just don't have time to get my happy butt up to walk to the bathroom to wet this, make sure it's like not soaking wet, but like damp enough. Anyone else struggle? Sometimes I just like put too much water on it and it's like dripping and I'm like, I can't do my makeup with this. Anyone else? But this works well dry and wet or damp, and I just really enjoy it. It's just really soft, really does a good job. Even if I'm using a foundation brush, I'll sometimes go over this with the sponge and it just looks beautiful. I also apply my concealer with the pointy end, which I really like. It gets right in my inner eye. This is such a good sponge. I think this was only $5 too. Why do people buy the Beauty Blender? I like don't understand. This is so good. Highly recommend the sponge. Another product that I highly recommend, which really caught me off guard, I wasn't expecting to like it as much, is this. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow, which I don't know why I was surprised. You guys recommended this to me and you guys have not ever steered me wrong, ever. But yeah, this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Mine is in the shade Neutral Brown. Yeah, Neutral Brown. And whew, this is so much better than the Benefit one in my opinion. It's more affordable. The tone of this is so much better. If you're like me, I know a lot of us have talked in the comments about this before, that if you have a hard time with brow products turning really red on you, whether it be our skin tone, our undertone, or like something in the product turns red, no matter what we do, this is such a good neutralizing tone. I can go in with any brow product basically and use this over top, and it really does a good job of kind of helping it be less red, which is such an issue with me in brow products, and it holds up. It makes my eyebrows look nice and fluffy and full and beautiful, and I don't have that in real life. Like I have very thin, almost non-existent blondish eyebrows, so this just makes me feel so good. I feel like I have supermodel brows when I'm wearing this. I don't know why, what a supermodel brow is, but like that's how I feel. The confidence exudes with this product, and it's only like $4. e.l.f., you're killing it, man. You're killing it. These two products from e.l.f., I highly recommend. Pick them up if you have not tried them. Next product is another affordable product, but I just, it's like, for me. Is a good enough review? This is the Wet n Wild powder that I tried. This is the Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. I do have it on my face today, and like that's how I feel. It's not bad. It's like not bad, but it's also not extraordinary. Like it doesn't really do much. Like it just does the bare minimum of what a powder should do. So I'm not disappointed. I'm also not thrilled. Like if this were to like disappear from my collection, I really don't think I would even notice. Like that's how it is. Like you walk into a room, this guy just walked into a room and no one noticed that they were there. That's how I feel about this powder. Also, I haven't used it that much, and I can already see the rings under the powder, so I feel like this is gonna go incredibly fast. Again, super affordable. I think this was only like $2 or $3, so it's really not that bad if you need something in a pinch, or if you are just financially needing something that is not too expensive. This does the job. It's just not the best powder I've ever tried. but it's also not the worst. The next item that I tried in that video, I'm not gonna spend too much time on because they were limited edition. You can't currently buy them. They will probably be bringing them back again next year, and that's the Love Flushes from Colourpop. These little heart-shaped blushes that they come out with every Valentine's Day, and I say every, I mean the last two. They've come out with these. I love these blushes. I honestly haven't used this one too much, but this blush I wore for like 2 weeks straight. I didn't want to wear anything else. The formula of this is so nice, and this color is so pretty. This is the color Kiss and Tell, and it's just this beautiful natural tone. I don't know if this would work incredibly well on super deep skin tones. From medium to super deep, I don't know what this would look like really. They might have had swatches on different skin tones online, I can't remember now. But I know for fair skin, for anyone like my complexion and maybe a little bit on each side, this is really pretty for a natural flush. Just, I reached for it so much, especially on days where I was just wearing like the Purito BB Cream. This was just so beautifully natural, easy, effortless. It wears so well and it lasts a really long time on the skin, which isn't something I usually notice with blushes. But now that I've tried some blushes that they really do last all day, I'm like, oh, I'm taking more notice now. This one lasts all day on my skin and just looks beautiful. I love how I said I was going to spend a lot of time on that, and I feel like I spent a lot of time on that. A product that I showed in that video but I didn't end up using for the video was this. This is the little Colourpop Cashmere Forever. Cashmere Forever. I always want to say something else for some reason. This is a little like lilac purple palette, available only at Ulta, I do believe. I've used it once and I'm not like upset with the quality. I think Colourpop shadows do a relatively good job. They just don't swatch very well at all. And I just feel like this kind of lavender tone is just really hard to formulate. But overall, I do really enjoy this as a palette. I haven't used every single shade in here, but I have used these two probably the most. And they do okay. Again, not like the worst quality, not the best quality, but they do swatch like absolute duty. So take that how you will. It's middle of the road on that one. Again, wouldn't really recommend it unless you're really on the lookout for a lavender palette. Next three items and the last three items that I showed in that video were eyeshadow palettes. One I just did a video on, so if you want to see a 3 looks 1 palette using the Druid palette, I will link that in a card for you in case you didn't see it, and in case you're interested, I do a review of that entire palette. But basically, it's really good. I really like it. It's very grungy and deep and really good for a first release of an indie company. The next one was the BH Cosmetics Switzerland palette, which I have used a few times. It's BH Cosmetics, super good quality. I love their shadows. And then the last one was the Ace Beauty Quintessential palette, which I do have a discount code with Ace Beauty. It's Always Magic in case you want to pick anything up from them. I do make a commission off of that code because I am an affiliate with them now, which that's all thanks to you guys. So if you use that code, I appreciate it so much. It does go to support me and to support this channel, and so I can keep trying new things and talking about things and have things to pan, because if I run out of makeup, there's nothing to pan either. So I just really appreciate it. If you end up using my code, thank you so much. But I did also try out the Ace Beauty Quintessential palette this past month, and oh, the quality is really good. I think I used that in a video at some point too, where I was wearing a look, and I just remember when I was doing my makeup, I was like, this is so nice. Actually, no, that's the palette I used in my trying new makeup video. I filmed it like a week ago, so I'm having a hard time remembering. But yeah, I tried that palette in my trying new makeup video, which should be going up either tomorrow or the next day of this one going out. Somewhere in there. I can't remember my schedule. It's all over the place. Everything gets filmed at weird times. But I tried it in that video and it just looked so beautiful. It was such a pretty natural tone, and it has like the best silver like taupey tone in it. I just find myself wanting to reach for that shade all the time. But again, I will be talking about that one a little bit more in my trying new makeup video for April. And that, guys, is my entire speed review. I feel like this was a little bit faster. I think I did better on this speed review than I did on my last speed review, but I think there might have been less products. I feel like I did pretty good. But anyways, guys, if there is anything you are interested in, all of the pertinent information is always in the description. I always link things that I'm wearing, things that I talk about, things that I use. So if you are interested in anything, it will all be down below. Also, if you want to buy anything from Ace Beauty, I have a code. All of my codes are also down below if you ever want to use them. I typically put little markers for things that make me commission and things that don't. So if you do want to buy anything and you want to help support the channel in that way, I do greatly appreciate it. And remember, this video was also sponsored by Ana Luisa, which is also thank you to you guys as well for helping me build this community and to allow me to have sponsorships. I think it's always really exciting to me, and it kind of just blows my mind. But again, remember, Ana Luisa is doing their Mother's Day sale, which is BOGO for 40% off BOGO. So again, if you want to get your mom a little heart necklace like the one I'm wearing and y'all can match, I think that'd be really cute. I might do that. I think I'm gonna do that for my mom because I think it'd be really cute. Also for my sister. I think we should all just have matching heart necklaces. Do we all want to get matching heart necklaces? I think we should. As a community, let's all get matching heart necklaces. But again, all of the information for Ana Luisa will be down in the description. Definitely make sure to go check out their link, which is down below, just to look at their stuff. They have jewelry boxes, they have rings, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, a whole bunch of stuff, so definitely go check them out. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and remember, there is always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic.